Join me today as I create the up on the housetop tree in the music room. Hey everyone, Joe here. Thanks for stopping by today in the continuation of my 2025 series for Christmas. Twas the night before Christmas. And today I'm going to be working in the music room. And I did the mantle in there, and I put that video up a while ago, and I'm going to try to put a picture of it right here. And you can see is a lot of silver, white, and red in there. And I'm going to continue with that thought process for the tree. So I know you didn't come by here to hear big explanations about what I did or how I did it or why I did it, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because this was absolutely crazy. I kind of kept doing this tree off, and then I was away for almost 2 weeks without decorating, and all I did was think about how I was going to approach this tree. So if you just stumbled on me, what I've been doing is I've been taking verses from the poem "Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I create these books. It looks like they're opened up, and I've been putting them all in the room. And this room that I'm talking about, I have the part of the poem, which I'm not going to recite right now because I can't think of it, but it has to do with when Santa lands on the roof, and they hear him up in the roof. And I have him coming down the chimney, you see his boots and everything else. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to create this Christmas tree with village houses, for the roofs inside the tree. So originally what I did during the summer was I designed this 4 tiers. I made them out of plywood. I actually cut them and they were all ready to go, and they were going to be stacked inside the tree. Now I know we've all seen that tree that people do that's just the plywood rounds, with the 4x4 going up the center. It was taken off from that idea, but these were actually round pieces of plywood that I was going to slip onto the tree, 4 tiers of them, and put the village in there to make, to bring out the idea for the housetops. Now what happened was I cut the wood and everything else, but like I said, I kept putting it off because I knew it was going to be a bear to create. And instead of, I always just tell my kids in school, eat the frog. That means, get rid of the bad thing first. But I didn't. I was doing other stuff that was easier to do than that. So then what happened while I was away, I kept thinking, you know what? I'm never going to be able to do that in time because it still has to be screwed together. It had to be painted. It was so much process and then taking out all the village pieces. So then I decided just the other day that I was going to go back to creating a tree that I did a long time ago. It was called It Takes a Village. And what I did was I actually take those ceramic houses and I wire them into the tree, and then I hot glue like cardboard pieces underneath there, and then I create a vignette with trees and little figures and all of that other kind of stuff. And I was going to do it kind of like in a spiral as it grows down into the tree, which is a great idea. But again, what happened was I still didn't do the main tree in the foyer and the garland in the foyer, and that's really crazy doing that. So I thought, all right, I cannot give myself more than 2 days to do this tree, which, by the way, makes me laugh because I was just watching somebody on YouTube that has hundreds of thousands of views, and she was out there complaining, it took 2 days for me to put my Christmas stuff up. Okay, and I wanted to say, girl, I've been working for 5 weeks already. But anyway, that's besides the point. So then I decided, okay, I can't do that, but I still need to create the housetop. So I went looking upstairs for all of my stuff and everything, and I thought, oh, I have birdhouses, and birdhouses have rooftops. It's not the kind of rooftop that I was thinking, but it still had the rooftop. So I decided, okay, I'm going to use these birdhouses for my rooftops. Now the tree is mostly white, not the tree itself. I mean, all the decor is white, and I put some silver in the tree as well. And then to really pop it out, I put red cardinals on it. So it coordinates very well with the mantle. Was it the idea that I wanted? No, but Does it still fulfill it if I stretch the idea a little bit? Yes, and I'll probably have to explain it to somebody if they ask. Most people don't ask because they, like I told you in the last video, they don't get it anyway. They're just like mesmerized by all the stuff. Like they keep on, how long did it take you to put this up? And then the big question was, how long does it take you to take it down? It's like, okay, well, we're just put it up here, so we're not taking it down yet. But anyway, so I did not video each step of the way because, like, how much screaming went on during this process, and I didn't want you to hear that, and I didn't want you to see me, the true nutball that I really am. So I'll show you little pieces of the things that I put in the tree, and then I'll just show you the tree. And I hope you like it. I do enjoy hearing from you and your comments. I know I've been lax on actually, responding in big back to you. I kind of like I'm going through them because I'm in the, I do it on my rest time when I'm not decorating. I try to look at my comments and what kind of numbers I'm getting, which is not good. Anyway, but so let's get started. And like I said, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get the idea that I was trying to portray in this Christmas tree. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so I set the tree up between the two windows this year, different spot than I've normally done it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this flocked garland that I made to give the tree a frosty kind of a look. Next, to coordinate with the fireplace, I'm adding in my giant snowflakes, and here are the lights and the twinkling lights too. All right, so white ornaments of varying sizes and textures, as you can see right here. I have showing you 3 or 4 different types right here. There are a few different things from very large to small. Then I added in some silver because I wanted some, glistening factor. Painted ficus leaves white and put some glitter on them, and some frosty picks as well. Then I added in some white berries to give the tree a light kind of a feeling. These are branches that are encrusted with crystals, and then my crystal snowflakes for that glistening effect, small and large as well. Here is my rooftops right here. Those are the birdhouses, rooftops. And then icicles for that, chandelier kind of effect. Some mini poinsettia. And there's another picture of the big snowflakes as well. And then the cardinals as well. I added in these angels. I forgot all about them. They add a lightness to the tree as well. Okay, so here's the tree. Let me know what you think about it. I know it didn't go with what I wanted to do, but I think it came out pretty good. As always, thanks for stopping by. I'll be seeing you really soon with something else. Okay, buddy, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.